Yeah, what's up, everyone? Welcome to FILMspiration, the place where filmmakers come to get inspired. My name is writer-director Ed Guevara. Let's get down to business. Hopefully, third time's a charm as we try to get Katie Spector with the Tucson International Jewish Film Festival. Wanted to make sure to not get that wrong. Yeah, third time's a charm. We've been trying to get Katie Spector on this Facebook Live. I'm pretty sure, yeah, hopefully Facebook will start working correctly as it usually does. Katie, I do see you there. I do see that you are watching the feed right now. The reason why I reached out to Katie is because I wanted to learn more about the film festival. Now, full disclosure, I've never been to the film festival, which is why I wanted to learn. So I reached out to a ex-coworker of mine, Nicole Summery, who's working with the film festival and with the JCC in general, I believe. And I just wanted to kind of learn a little bit more and find out a little bit more about the festival, and especially my favorite part, how it came about. Now, Nicole got me in touch with Katie Spector and wants to be, yes, okay, there you go, Katie. I think this will actually work now with Facebook. Let me see. You are being added on Facebook, and oh my God, I think this is going to actually work. Going to be a little bit patient, but yeah, I wanted to learn more about the festival and just kind of talk to Katie and get a feel for.
There we go.
Hi, Katie. How are you?
Katie, how are you?
Katie, can you turn down your audio
Just a little bit?
Because I'm getting a little
feedback.
I think I can still hear myself.
How's that? No, I can't hear you.
I can hear you a little bit better. Okay. So how you doing?
Katie?
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. You sound a little bit muffled, but let's go ahead and proceed forward with just talking about the festival and whatnot. So just to start out, for those of us who may not be familiar with the festival, definitely including me, we're back to Tucson in that way. Talk to me about the festival, its history, how many years it's been going on.
So this is our 28th festival, so it's been going on 28 years, and we have a dedicated group of committee members that started it and continue to be in the committee to choose films to this day. So 28 years, and we're hoping to do 28 more.
And so talk to me about the genesis of the festival. How many people was it that got together and said, we need to do a festival with regards to Jewish films and Jewish themes?
So we're actually one of the oldest Jewish film festivals in the country, and one of the oldest festivals in Arizona. And so one of the things that the committee noticed was, I think it was 5 to 10 people noticed that there was no real place to go and see Jewish films together. And so they created a festival, and it was small and only a couple of screenings, and it slowly over the years have built to more screenings at different locations. And those committee members brought their friends, and it has just continued to grow over the 28 years.
Katie, what does it take to get a festival up and running? And I don't know if you were there at the genesis of the festival, but what does it take to keep it going for so long? Because we hear about these long-running festivals, and I've never been part of a festival committee, but I can only imagine how much work it is.
So it's really difficult, especially in the Jewish realm. There's only so many Jewish films that you can choose from and see and that are interesting. So one of the things that we really try is to create something new and different, and every year bringing interesting films. So not just sticking with the Holocaust films or sticking with World War II films, to make sure that we're doing the whole history of Judaism and Jewish culture, and making sure that every year we're bringing in something new, either a new LGBT movie, or this year we're bringing in, doing more shorts instead of feature-length films and a TV show, and just every year doing something a little bit different. And I really do think it helps to have partnerships. We've had partnerships with Saddlebrook and did a screening there, and the Loft, and then the partnerships that we have personally, and bringing our friends to the screenings and bringing our coworkers to the screenings and just talking about the films.
And Katie, what's been the overall reaction or you know what, actually, let me rephrase that. What's been the overall result of always doing something different and pushing for Jewish themed films, but like you said, not just with regards to Holocaust films and World War II films, but always keeping it fresh and interesting, because I imagine that that's played an integral role in the Jewish community here in Tucson culturally, to keep that going, right?
So I think it really helps kind of, we are open to all, not just Jewish members of the community. And so I think it really helps not only non-Jewish people, but Jewish people learn about different cultures. So like one of our films this year is about an immigrant from Poland that moved to Mexico and what it was like to be the only Jewish man in Mexico. And really a lot of people, even the Jewish community here in Tucson, don't really know what it's like to be a Mexican Jew. And so we're teaching not only Jewish people, but non-Jewish people, and we're teaching about all facets of Judaism, culture, history, language, and really, I think it's a precedent now after 28 years that we're always going to be teaching something, and we hope that people leave and they're talking about it, and they're talking about how interesting the film was, or I never knew that about Judaism, or I didn't know that about the Holocaust. Things like that is what really we strive for every year.
Is this that time of the year for all of you who in the Jewish community who love Jewish film and Jewish themed films? This has to be like the Super Bowl in a sense, right?
So every year we have a dedicated group of people. Last year we had over 3,000 people come to our festival, and it is every day we get a call. I've been looking forward to this even before January hit. When are tickets going on sale? When can I find out the movies? I'm flying into Tucson just for your festival. Like, please let me know what films I can choose from. What are your favorites? And it's really, in Tucson, it's a big hit in our Jewish community.
Also, in that sense, it's aside from an annual event, it's something that a lot of people deeply look forward to. So if I'm sorry, I'm trying to juggle around between not hearing the feedback and then also putting my voice out there for you to hear. So if I'm a first timer and if I've never done like what can I expect? Kind of atmosphere, you know, and I would look at the roster of films. There's something going on literally every single night, right?
Want to make it available to everybody. So we have films available Friday at 1 p.m. so that people that observe Shabbat, which starts at Friday at sundown, will be able to come to a screening. We have a screening Saturday night for those that work, Sunday, and then during the evening. And that was really our biggest concern when we chose the timings of our films, is we don't want to do them too late that our older community can't come, but at the same time not too early that our working community can't come. And the atmosphere, so every showing, everybody has smiles on their face. We're all excited because it's finally that time of year and we're finally getting to show the films that we've spent the last year picking. Now we're opening it up to the community to see. And the committee works really hard to make sure that everybody is taken to their seat personally and is given popcorn. And it's just an open environment to make sure that everybody is happy. And at any point, you know, you can find someone and say, after the film, like, can you answer me this about the Holocaust? Or can you answer me this? Why did he do this in Israel? Like, I don't understand the culture. And we really make sure that we bring in speakers so that for the films that maybe people that don't know Jewish culture, they can give a little bit of background. And so that way, it's not just, you know, Israel or you know Jewish culture, so you know all these films. Like, I'm Jewish, I was living in Israel, and I don't know everything. And so to have speakers to make it open and comfortable for everybody.
How many films does the committee receive, or how many entries does the committee receive, and out of those entries, how many are chosen every single year? If you have some rough guesstimations.
We get emails pretty much every day asking for us to screen films. We screen starting in February, so our festival this year goes till mid-January. And starting in February 1st, we start screening films again. We end up last year screening, I think, 100 films, and out of those, only 15 get chosen. So we really are pretty strict on what we choose and why we choose them. And every year we choose a value that we want our films to represent. This year it's strength. So when we're screening films, we always say to ourselves, are these films that represent strength? If I leave this film, would I feel moved to do something? Would I be, what character represented strength? You know, was this something that an everyday person could do, or is this something that they went above and beyond for?
With regards to the themes of the films, Katie, what do you guys look for? Do you guys look for strong stories? Do you guys look for strong actors, or just kind of a combination? Or is it just kind of all what's out there and what's submitted to you?
So it's a little bit of both. It's definitely we need films because we want to keep that Jewish lens. It's sometimes difficult with what we get handed to us. So we do want a strong storyline, and we do obviously want strong actors, but that's not always the case. But as long as the storyline is good, usually for us, that's a strong enough factor for it to be considered in our film. So we normally start with the 100, and then we read it out until we have about 40, and then from there we finalize our final 15, 20.
You guys really don't get a lot of downtime from the time that the festival's over till the time you guys start screening the films for literally 2020, right?
So that you give time to put your headphone back in. We really don't have much downtime. We start in February 1st and we go until we hopefully choose our films in August. And then starting in August, we get our brochures out and our tickets ordered and make sure that people know about the festival, and really no downtime. It's a all-round year job.
And how many attendants are we talking about ultimately, like last year, or if you can kind of do a guesstimation on past years? We're talking the thousands or the tens of thousands of people that have come through the festival throughout the years? I'm sorry.
We've had about 3,000 every year for the last couple of years, and we're steadily increasing every year. So I would say in 2015, we were about 2,500, and now we're at 3,000, just over. So we're really on a steady increase every year, bringing more and more people. We had our first screening at Saddlebrook Desert View Performing Arts Center, and we actually had 400 people, which was the biggest screening we've ever had at Saddlebrook. So we're really on a good trend for this year to keep going up.
Katie, one of my final questions is, especially after me being the bad Tucson who's never gone to the fest, and I hope to maybe do something about that this year. But when somebody walks away from the festival, Jewish or not, what do you want them to walk away with? What do you want them to take away from the festival?
So for us, we want people to walk away from our festival talking. So either talking about how they can make a change in their community, or how they didn't realize that this was an issue in the world, or how can we stop this from happening again. We want people to leave our festival talking, not just about the festival itself, but how they have been impacted because of our festival. We want people to leave and say, I feel moved to make a change, or I feel moved to make sure that this does not happen again. And that's really what drives us and what we want to go on for 2020 until 2055. Make sure that that's the option of what people are impacted to do because of the festival.
Is there something else that you would like to put out there that I haven't asked you about, or something else that you feel that I should be asking, or that I could be asking?
So I think the most important thing is that our festival is open to everybody. Besides tomorrow's screening, all of them are at the J. And really, we want everybody and anybody to come. And if you're uncomfortable, please find me, and I will make sure to make you comfortable and give you the history of what's going on. I don't want people to feel like they can't come just because they are not Jewish. They are open to everybody and anybody, and you'll always find someone sitting next to you that will explain something if you don't understand.
Cool. So I'm looking. What I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be posting the link to the festival's website in the description. But is there another way, just in case anybody out there would like to get in touch with you? Is there some sort of email that maybe somebody can access you?
Yeah. So my email is at tucsonjcc.org. And if you visit tijff.org, you can find out all of the information, including my email.
Thank you, Katie. Well, thank you so much, and I really do appreciate your time. This is the first time I've ever been able to do anything like this with the film festival, and to learn more about it, because I'm always interested in the stories behind the stories, which is a big part of why I started doing FILMspiration. And a lot of times it's actors or actresses or the filmmakers on the filmmaking side that I interviewed. But I had a little interaction with another film festival, but that was almost 2 years ago now, and that was great. So I've been kind of wanting to do it again, and I'm so happy that I was able to do it with you to learn a little bit more about the festival, and hopefully get the word out there that people should, including myself, need to check it out. And so yeah, I'll definitely get your info and once again on Messenger. That way you can send me your info that way, what you would like to put out there, and just that. But thank you so much. And the big takeaway here is, well, I mean, as it relates to FILMspiration, the whole concept is to, it's film and inspiration. And what I always like to let people know is to run out there, tell your stories, and organize and do your thing. And if somebody may have a higher power, to appeal to your higher power, and outside of that, to make your dreams come true, to make, as you all did, you organized, and it's been going on for, you said 28 years. Wow. And I put that into my life on the mathematical line, and so wow, since I was like 10, in all honesty, so and no, I'm not scared to show my age. But yeah, so just as you all organized so long ago, 20 years ago, and you continue to every single year, that's kind of the big takeaway for everyone here watching FILMspiration when we do post this: is run out there, organize, and tell your stories, make your dreams happen. Anything you'd like to add to that point, Katie? Cool. All right. Thank you very much, Katie. So, everyone, if you watch this on Facebook, give us a big fat like on the Facebook page. If you like the video, give us a big fat thumbs up. If you did not like the video during the podcast, give us a big fat thumbs up anyways. On YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and then also the little bell right next to it. That way you're notified next time I make a new video. The Twitters and the Instagram will be below in the description. And remember, everyone, run out there, do your thing, tell your stories. And if you need a little information, go to the University of YouTube. I hear the tuition is free. I love you all. Thank you so much. And wishing you guys nothing but success this year at the festival. My name's Writer Director Ed Guevara. This has been FILMspiration. Thank you very much. Bye, Kitty.